The first is Kathy Wood, founder, CEO, and CIO of ARK Invest. Next is Elon Musk, techno king of Tesla and chief engineer of SpaceX. And finally, Jack Dorsey, CEO of Square and CEO of Twitter.
We learn more about this open source ecosystem that might fulfill the role of the payment system that the internet neglected to build into the system, not expecting commerce.
But it's fundamentally an information system. So I think it makes sense to support something that improves the quality of information with which we conduct the economy. And Bitcoin is a candidate for that. It does, I think, some things well, and it's obviously it's evolving, and there are additional things like Lightning being done on top of Bitcoin. I do own Bitcoin, and Tesla owns Bitcoin, SpaceX owns Bitcoin, and I do personally own a bit of Ethereum and Dogecoin, of course.
What really drove my thinking and drives my passion around it is, like, if the internet gets a chance to get a native currency, what will that be? And to me, it's Bitcoin because of those principles, because of that creation story, because of its resilience, because of the number of tests it's been. But what inspires me the most is just the community driving it. It just reminds me of the early internet. It's that any particular person can help drive the future of it. And at the same time, it's not controlled by any state. It's not controlled by any bank. It's not controlled by any corporation. And these three parties of people who participate in the network, people who mine, and also the developers, constantly debating the correct roadmap and the way forward, is a beautiful thing. And I don't know of many other consensus-based models that have existed at that scale for this long with this amount of success. And we're still fairly early.
Now, this is the role that it's playing, given that the rule is a quantity rule, that 21 million units, is really a store of value role. So there are three roles of money. Store of value, very important. The means of exchange, so for transactions, and the unit of account. Every good priced in terms of whatever the unit is.
And welcome to Root Zone, bringing you the good news and the bad news of crypto. My name is Wayne.
And my name is Manish.
And if you like money and crypto, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So that was a video today we are covering on B-word, right? It happened in July 21st. So
I like the Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey. Cool look, man.
Yeah, he's like a
looks
wake-up
so
bro.
cool.
Yeah, very cool look. He's very much spiritual kind of
really?
persona. Yeah. So it's quite interesting. I mean, CEO of Twitter. So he went through quite a nice tough journey. So let's see how that. So today in the news, let me just share my screen. We have Circle K. So Circle K has been recently deploying Bitcoin ATMs in store across the US and Canada. Over 700 machines already has been installed. Circle K is a leader in convenience and fuel retail with more than 14,200 stores operating in 26 countries and territories. According to the company, it is the largest independent convenience store operator in terms of the number of company-operated stores in the US, and a leader in convenience store industry and road transportation fuel retail in Canada, Scandinavia, the Baltics, and Ireland. Yeah. The company has a presence in Poland and Hong Kong. The Atlanta-based Bitcoin depot currently has 3,793 cryptocurrencies ATMs, making it the largest crypto ATM operator ahead of CoinCloud with 2,628 machines and CoinFlip with 2,499 machines. According to the crypto ATM tracking websites Coin ATM Radar. Wow, that's a website, we have to check it out. Bitcoin's depot crypto ATM enable users to buy Bitcoin over 30 other and over 30 other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin Depot CEO Brandon Meads said that Circle K understands that cryptocurrency will be a growing part of the future's economy and payment landscape. By adding Bitcoin ATMs to the company store, Circle K can attract new customers to their store, offer financial access to undeserved communities, and set themselves apart from other retailers with the new technology. Danny Tewell, Senior Vice President of Global Merchandise and Procurement at Circle K, commented, "Our partnership with Bitcoin Depot further builds on this commitment, giving our brand an important early presence in the fast-growing cryptocurrency marketplace as a convenient destination where customers can buy Bitcoin." Manish,
Wow.
we have to check out this website.
Yeah, that I was just checking that. The website, and also want to see how the Bitcoin ATM looks like.
Yeah, quite interesting because I don't know whether they use their cards and then they purchase and then it does the Bitcoin goes into a you know, quite
Yeah, and
interesting to find out.
how it perform the transactions. I really wanted to know, is it something that we have to give a send and receive address, or is it a ATM card? By using that we can withdraw it. I think we have to explore that. Yeah,
Yeah, quite
we have to
interesting.
find for that.
On a separate news, I was just checking out what's happening to El Salvador. So the Salvadorans take to the street to protest on the new Bitcoin law. The Salvadorans protest saying that Bitcoin is too volatile and like playing the lottery. So look, I was just looking at the screen. Is quite a depressing separation. Seems that a lot of them is calling the president the dictator, authoritarian leader, and then there's a mandate for citizens to also take COVID-19 vaccine pushback. I mean, he might be well and good, to actually bring the future of the country to maybe a first world. Unfortunately, the people there, I'm not too sure. I mean, it looks like they may have things to hide, and being in a blockchain, having ledger actually brings things to light. So I don't know, Manish. What do you think? See, there's a resistance group. Bitcoin serves the elites and the ill-gotten money. So the protests, they dislike the new Bitcoin and also believe that the president, new idea and the party is is going in the wrong road.
Yeah, yeah,
So
definitely there are some resistance will be there from a people. The
mm,
reason is due to the volatility. uh, you have seen that how from 60K it's crashed
mm,
down to 30. It's off all of sudden half, and maybe the people are scared to take this as their official currencies.
yeah.
Because when they announced, I also was thinking how they are going to roll this out.
Mm.
We probably want to see their roadmap.
Yeah, I want to see their roadmap. It's not an easy thing. I mean, they were in a kind of a very poor state, and then suddenly now just taking up the new technology without the proper infrastructure. It will take a few years to not only bring in the technology but also the mindset of the people. So,
Mm.
so let's see what's going to happen in their 90-day roadmap. But there is a protest, so there's resistance to change, I guess. So that's all I have in the news, Manish. Over to you.
All right, so today I'll be covering the 5 common cryptocurrency scams and how to avoid them, because they are, since the market and the interest towards these cryptocurrencies are increasing day by day, and people are also being trapped and getting scammed. So thought to share some details about those 5 common cryptocurrency scams.
So while Manish sets it up, join us daily live on YouTube and Facebook, 9 p.m. Singapore time and 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're based in the US. If you like money and crypto, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Manish, back to you.
Right, so in today's world, the cryptocurrency is an incredible, valuable assets to the criminals. We have seen certain ransomware attack where people have asked the ransom amount in terms of cryptocurrencies. It liquid, high profitable, and once the transactions has been made, it's almost impossible to revert it. So, as a result, a wave of scams was flooded in the digital realm. So, let's talk about the top 5 scam which we should be aware and we should avoid it if we come across. Number one, social media giveaway scams. You might have seen multiple scenarios where the influencer or somebody gives some kind of a giveaway. So how everyone seems so generous on like of Twitter and Facebook. Check the reply to a tweet with a high engagement and you will no doubt see that one of the favorite crypto companies or influencer is doing a giveaway. If you send them just one BNB, BTC, ETH, Ethereum, they promise to send you back 10x that amount. So you might have also come across this kind of scam when you are browsing through the social media. And of course, these days, how these ads come across, if you have interest on certain field, the Facebook or any other social media start showing you those kind of feeds, and then probably you will also come across this some social media giveaway scams. Number two is pyramid and Ponzi schemes. Ponzi schemes. Let's talk about the Ponzi schemes. In a Ponzi schemes, you might have heard about an investment opportunity with a guaranteed profit. Commonly, you will see these schemes discussed as a portfolio management service. In reality, there is no magical formula at work here. The returns received as are just other investors' money. So there's nothing called that there'll be a guaranteed return if you are investing on certain cryptocurrencies. Somebody's trying to convince you. mm, don't try to be give them an opportunity to be a victim. Then pyramid schemes. Pyramid schemes we have seen in many other program as well, something like MLMs and others. In a pyramid schemes, there are a bit more work required by those involved. At the top of the pyramid is the organizer. They will recruit a certain number of people to work on the level benefit them, and each of those people will recruit their own number of people. So you might have seen that how MLM works, right? So that kind of schemes. So far, we have only described that could be a chart for a very large business, but a pyramid schemes is a distinct in the way it promise revenue for recurring new members. So what they tells is the more members you will bring in your down level, the more benefit you are going to get it. So avoid those kind of traps if you are coming across. Number third, fake mobile apps. It's easy to overlook the warning sign on a fake app. If you are not careful, typically these scams will direct users to download a malicious applications, some of which are mimic popular ones. Once the user install this malicious app, everything might seems to be worked as intended. However, these apps are specifically designed to steal your cryptocurrencies. In the crypto space, there are many cases where users downloaded these malicious apps, and whose developers are major cryptocurrencies also, companies also. In such scenario, when the user presented with an address to fund the wallet or to receive payment, they are actually sending the funds to an address owned by the fraudster. Of course, once the funds are transferred, there is no undo button. So guys, be careful. Number four, phishing. I think phishing I have also covered for the Binance app. Even newcomers to the crypto space will undoubtedly be familiar with the practice of phishing. It typically involves the scammer impersonating a person or a company to extract personal data from victims. It can take across many mediums: telephones, emails, fake websites, or messaging apps. So be aware. And nowadays I am seeing a common Telegram scams. Sees the scammers locally in official group of crypto wallet or exchange. Suddenly, when you type certain message in that group, and somebody individually they start direct messaging you and approach you for a help. Be aware from those kind of peoples. They are just a scammers. They are not. Their intention is not to help you. So stay away from this Telegram kind of one-to-one messages. And number five is vested interest. The acronym DYOR. I think I have covered it a couple of days back. Do your own research. Is often repeated in a cryptocurrency space, and for a very good reason. When it comes to investing, you should never take someone's words for granted on what cryptocurrencies or a tokens to purchase. You do your own research, because if you follow somebody's, then loss will be yours. So, closing thought, malicious actors have no shortage of techniques for stealing the funds from you. To steer clear of the most common scams, you need to remain consistently vigilant and aware of the scams they have been used in past. So be aware, guys, and that's all I have for today.
Thanks, Manish. Speaking of scams, I'm just going to share my screen. It's an infographics that might give a visual aid. So there's certain characteristics also on the crypto scam, some of which Manish has covered. Some of it we have also tried. We have tried recent cloud mining service, and they claim to give you really crazy percentage.
Yeah.
It's like one of the best. So there's one saying that if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So do check, do your due diligence by finding out the company's name, putting it in Google, and putting a plus sign, plus scam, and then you will find forums about people sharing that the company don't
that
exist.
comes under Ponzi schemes, where the people offer some guaranteed kind of returns.
Yeah, so don't trade your money for an illusion. And the websites also, when we check the website, what they claim to be like in the business for 20 years, their website only just started like maybe 2 weeks ago. You know, so there are ways to actually track. If you run into some issues in terms of whether this investment is good, do drop us an email. Myself and Manish, we can just do some internal checks, and we can give our own opinion. Of course, still you have to do your own research and be responsible when trading. There are also Bitcoin investment packages. So one of the scams that people always do is they will create a different coin with certain promises of a roadmap, and what they do is that they say that let's exchange. So you either pay certain Ethereum in order to get certain coins, which I am now keeping eye on the Shiba coin, which recently I did a video, and apparently in order for me to get those things converted, I have to pay in Ethereum. So I'm realizing that they are actually taking my Ethereum as well as giving me something digital, which is of no value. I mean, who in today's current economic is talking about bones, right? So that's something to take note. The other one is like what Manish says, multi-level marketing. Although there's two parts to this. If you are on Binance and if you refer a friend and you get that is not multi-level marketing. That's referral. That's referral. Multi-level marketing is when you have to do recruitment. So when you have to recruit more people, which they call leaders, and they are supposed to sell certain packages. And in order for you to, sometimes they like to mask these words as entrepreneurs. They call you entrepreneurs, and one scam, the scam typically in MLM, multi-level marketing, is they will first ask you whether you have read Robert Kiyosaki book on how money works for you, and most of the time it's just to seed that concept of Robert Kiyosaki and channel that to their products and
the
services.
session will be so motivating that you will fall in a trap. They'll play certain videos, they'll play some quotes or some book.
Right. If you want to do multi-level marketing, you should be the CEO of a multi-level marketing, which to get licenses can cost you up to $3 million. This was 10 years ago research, of course. Today, I'm not too sure how much is it to actually get a license. Definitely not here in Singapore, maybe in certain parts of the United States, Malaysia, which I came across. And also like what Manish is saying, no white paper and ghost team members. So Pancake Swap, Trust Wallet, Pancake Swap, you can't find the team members. So there's rumors that they came, a group of people that came from Binance.
And they use a term called they are decentralized. Decentralized means there's certain something should be there to at least reach, right?
Right. What you want to look for is white paper where you can see the technical writing. Second, a team of people, and do research on the team. They check them out on LinkedIn to find out, because when there is a group of people, they care about their own reputation. They they come together in a corporate setting and they look forward to a roadmap. More chances are, if there's any hacks that happen, you will, like the recent Tor chain, they actually dipped into their funds and paid paid the investors back, right? So that's certain things that maybe to take note. As myself and Manish are going through this pirate land, we are learning on the traps that are deployed. Because why? There is no governance that is in. So good governance is also important, but with good governance, our profit margin becomes lower. So
And
that's
there are a group of scammers who are in Telegram. My God, the moment you will share some question in a group,
right.
they started directly messaging you.
Yeah.
They pretend that they are the company representative and they are trying to help you,
Yeah.
but
So
don't come into that trap.
So the moment you fall into a pit, always think about root zones. Contact us because we've been through this roadmap and we know how they operate. And I hope one day we can work together closely with the FBI. So let's see what happens in the future. So thanks Manish for that kind of inspiring. Let me just move on to see what's happening in the markets. So we are going up. Bitcoin has been taking up. I hope that the momentum continues. We are doing at 34,000. So confidence are coming up into the marketplace. People are starting to put money, pour money
And
into the.
hope guys has seen the loon dance also yesterday.
Yeah, this we should actually cut that out, Manish. So every
Yeah,
time and that
yeah,
dance, that's the happy dance of when Bitcoin, that is the kind of a cultural loon dance. We call it the loon dance, where it ushers the bull, coming in.
yeah. The green one.
So the bull dance, this is the bull. So So, anyways, the stock market is closed. Nothing to report here. But I always keep eye on the stock market because I'm eyeing on something which let me just share this screen. So if you are looking to actually purchase, this is you can do a screen capture. So these are good companies that produces great passive income. So you got Caterpillar, Reality Income, Apple, Home Depot, Johnson and Johnson's, McDonald's, JP Morgan, 3M, AT&T, and Cola, right? Another one is also good is Colgate. So example, if you are using Colgate to brush your teeth, you can actually invest in Colgate, get paid in dividends per year, and use that dividends to buy your Colgate, making the product free. So that's one avenue that you can look. But we are not buying this now. We are just actually waiting when the federal government increase the interest rates, and then you start to see the company's portfolio being hit by the devaluating dollar and making the ownership of the stock cheap. So that's where you do dollar cost average. So let's move over to this. Loon, sorry, apologize. It's still a bit red here, but yes, I know which green you are talking about. A 50% dominance.
Yeah.
So that's something that we are all aiming, and I'm happy that Ethereum is going down because myself and Manish are trading Ethereum. So we are, because it takes about 20% of the cryptocurrency. So there's volatility, there's movement, and using the Bollinger, we are making money maybe within 2 to 3 days. Manish is also going into futures. I think in the upcoming video, he'll be sharing his experience. He made some money today, so I think he can share that maybe during the FAQ. Cryptocurrency, we are going to hit 1.4 trillion. Something I'm actually keeping eyes on this. So money is coming in. We have 390 exchanges, 11,000 coins. Ethereum still holding dominance of 46%, followed by Ethereum. Now, in the 24 hours, Bitcoin has climbed up to 0.75. It's very bullish today. Ethereum is also bullish, but slightly down by 1.64. USDT is down by 0.08. BNB coin is down by 2.36. Cardano is down by 0.47. XRP is down by 1.98. USD is down by 0.09. Dogecoin is down by 0.98. Polkadot is down by 2.60, and Binance is down by 0.11. Solana down by 4.45. So, but it's still on the bull. So let's see what's happening over there. 6 months. So you can see we were in the negative about 2 days ago. We have climbed to 5.6. Ethereum, of course, you can see most of the coins are doing well in the last 6 months, except for Polkadot. XRP, I know, is also waiting for the legal the law. They should be able to win that lawsuit, and if they do, they will actually start to rock and roll. Solana also did well in the last 6 months, so something to take note. Let's look at the technical charts. So technical charts, you can see a very nice break. Let me just zoom. Yeah, can I zoom here? Yeah, so a very nice break. We escaped the 24,000 drop. So a very nice climb since after the 21st July with Jack Dorsey, Cathy Woods, and Elon Musk. And potentially Elon Musk will be accepting back Bitcoin.
And he also mentioned about the Doji, right? He said
Yeah.
that, yeah, of course, Doji also.
Yeah, so he's still a proponent of a supporter of Doge, and he never once sold his Bitcoin. People assume that he sold his Bitcoin, but no, he's willing to pump, but he's not willing to dump. So kudos to him, much appreciated to this man. So let's see if we will be supported at the 34,000 for the next couple of days. We are actually looking at a 1-day chart. It is still channelizing, guys. If you look at a 4 hours chart, you can see a very nice run up that breaks the actual 34 barrier. So if we can have a nice stability on the 4 hours, we should see a very nice move upwards. So I don't expect any surprises to come in the next coming days. But again, who knows? Let's look at the network address. So again, it's still channelizing, buying and selling happening, and as they buy into the market, they actually export out the coins. So you don't get to see that stagnation of the coins in the marketplace. Even in the hash rate, there seems to be some dip that is happening. So I'm not too sure if the miners themselves in North America is also playing the supply and demand, to continue to play with the prices, because now the shift of power from China has moved over to the US. So of course, control is the name of the game. So let's see what happens over that. This again, this is not what I just mentioned. It could be a speculation. It's just my opinion. It's not actual proof that I have. So it's something that is food for thought. That's all I have. We can actually open up the channel. Loon is saying they will never increase the interest lah. Oh, actually curious which part was that? Loon, you gotta help us out. What interest was that? The stock market?
I think the top stocks to invest, right?
The stock market
Probably over there, yeah.
Yeah, they will never increase the interest, but they can't, Loon. They can't because the interest will keep them not really not so much the bank, the federal government, whether they will increase the interest rates. So there was a great, I think it was Fred, what is that? Fred for interest. Yeah. So this is a very good website that I always use to actually, I think it's this federal. Yeah. Let's see if I can find that chart. Yeah, maybe I have to actually check that. But basically the federal Fed interest rates. So if I can find it here, we can get to see. It was actually covered in the video that I last did, and there were increased taxes but not the interest rates. I don't know. We have to see, because the bank rates, let's see if we can see. So it's currently 0.25, slightly low. But I wanted to see the actual 10 years fixture for the Fed. I will find that again. I might have to keep that handy so that we can always check. Yeah, Loon. So I mean, during Obama's time, it was down. Only President Trump actually came in and tried to increase that interest rate just when COVID actually hit. So maybe you're right. Maybe, I hope, but I'm just aiming for the stock market to actually be hit so that investors like us can actually get into the marketplace. If you look at it, most of these are all really high in today's. You look at the SP S&P was 4,000, almost double since last year, just 1 year ago. Dow Jones, Nasdaq, gold also is climbing high. Crude oil at one point it was 0%, so they were giving free oil, but the rest of Asia, of course, getting hit. So you have Jakarta, you have Malaysia, Singapore is doing well also. Oh no, we are not. We have been down. So yeah, they will print and they will buy junk bonds, corporate bonds to just make the bubble bigger. But as we know, it's not solving the issue. It's just creating, hopefully the chairman of the Fed will hand over and the bubble will not burst, and it's the next person's problem, right? That will happen. So let's see what's going on there. We have also managed a question on when are we coming out our video. This is from Instagram. If you guys are on Instagram, you can actually head over to YouTube. Asking on the video on the scam, the recent scam that happened to us. So
I think we are working on the editing part, right?
Yeah.
And probably some emails which we need to
Yeah. So we will be coming out with that. Just certain things. That's why part of our recent direction also has been more on security, as well as we are exploring the exchanges, good exchanges, and Manish has covered also on the Binance wallet, which I haven't opened, to be honest. I might have to look into that. So that's something that we want to look in terms of security. So yeah,
and a couple of more exchanges we are trying to review it, like crypto.coms and those good exchanges.
Right, Loon was doing crypto.com. Manish, you want to cover a bit about the futures? I mean, your last 1 day or 2 days kind of experience you were.
Future required a really good research before we invested. It's not good for the cryptos which are very volatile. So probably I'll come up with the detailed sessions maybe this next upcoming weeks, and where I will share the entire screen and I'll go through it.
Right.
There are more terms when I will show you and explain, it's much more visible.
Yeah. So careful about that, guys. I mean, futures and
A future is very risky. Yes, though I made some money, but I lost as well. And there are separate kind of profiles. The cryptos or currencies, or sorry, the coin which you are selecting it, that itself should be very careful. If it's very volatile, you are not going to make money. You're going to lose it.
For me, I've opened up not the futures but the options. So I'm an options guy, and that's something that I'll be talking about in terms of the puts and the bulls. Basically calls and puts, and how we can use certain strategy. I'm going to use the Bollinger to see if I can anticipate the next move of the market and maybe buy a call. Example, now if we are looking at Ethereum, and I know that Ethereum is actually at the low, I might go for a call, and in hopes that when it starts to go in the bull, I will make that money. So how much will I make? I'm not too sure, but I know that Binance doesn't follows the American options and not the UK options. So basically, we can sell within the 24 hours, anytime within the 24. So they have 5 minutes, 15, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 45, and so forth.
I'll share the details of cross and isolate. I'll share how you can put for long or short, those informations, and how you can avoid getting lost in futures. And initially you have to put some money, and always try with a smaller amount first, probably with the $10 or $20. See, and try to learn first before you go for a big money for a trading and all those. So I'll come up with more details, and probably I'll share my screen, either a mobile or my desktop version of Binance, and then when I talk, you'll be able to it'll be more visualized, and you'll be able to accept it.
I'm going to come out for options. Manish is going to cover for futures, and we will come with the proper definition. You need to understand the fundamentals and foundation. And maybe part 2, we will be talking about what strategies we use to make and cover the risks, right?
Yep.
So 4 things against, guys, in investment, right? So fundamentals, the technicals, the cash flow management, and the risk. So that will always be covered when we do share. So with that, thank you for joining us. So tomorrow we'll see you again, same time, same channel. It's going to be a Monday. Manish, back to you.
And if you have any further questions, please let us know.
Take care, guys.
Take care, guys.